feel good. I feel good. I'm on weight. Feeling great.
Now, the rule set here, a little bit different from what you're used to maybe, just some added, elbows, ground and pound, stuff like that. So how does this compare to just typical boxing?
It's pretty similar. There's some boxing matches that get, it comes to, getting gritty. When the skill goes out the window. The only thing is the elbows. I was shadow boxing and tried to throw some elbows in there. It just felt a little funny, but nothing. I'm a fast learner, so it'll be cool. And then the ground and pound, it's just that's fun too.
Now, do you, I guess, change from your typical plans? Like, do you go into this one pure boxing, or do you actually want to try out some of those elbows and stuff like that?
I want to try them out. I'm gonna try them out. If I get the opportunity, you might see a spinning elbow in there or something.
Have you ever landed an elbow flush to someone's face before?
Just recently I was sparring before I left, and yeah, that little spinning elbow, man. But I was stopping it like right before hitting him. But no, I've never really crashed somebody with an elbow before.
And what are your thoughts on your opponent, Jordan? He was in here, not talking reckless, but certainly saying it's going to be an exciting fight, and he knows what he brings to the table.
I really don't, I just see him as another fighter, in front of me. He goes to the gym and stuff, same as me, and does what he does. And, I guess the amount of time we put in our training will show, the amount of years that's led up to this.
And boxing guy moving into dirty boxing, this has kind of like an MMA aura around it with,
Right.
John Jones, Mike Perry, stuff
Right.
like that. So how is it knowing you're going to be fighting in front of guys like that?
It has that MMA aura, and so I feel it's a perfect opportunity for me to introduce real boxing to the MMA, the clash between them. It's a clash of different styles, and I'm one of those that's gonna bring in pure boxing. And I might float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, or I might sit there and hold my ground and show the punch selection, the variety, the defense, everything. So.
Now, where does this fit into your ultimate career goals? Is this like a new trajectory? Is this like a side quest for you?
We'll find out, We'll find out after this. My goals in my career is to get paid, So whatever, show me the money. That's where I'll be at.
And for fans who haven't seen you fight before, or dirty boxing exclusive, what can they expect? What are you gonna bring?
They can see a pugilist, they can see precision, they're gonna see excitement, some swagger in there, cool, calm and collected, with some violence.
Love it. Thank you.
Awesome, Diego. I mean, you've battled a lot of personal adversity to get here. How are you going to stay focused on this fight coming up Friday night, despite everything that's going on around you?
Just tunnel vision, Everything pretty much disappears as soon as that bell rings, and so even right now it feels like everything has disappeared, and I'm not in contact with nobody really. It's just me here, and I'm just here to, there's nothing new to me, so.
Awesome, man. You got a pro boxing record, 9-0. Why dirty boxing, and what gets you exciting about competing?
It's been kind of hard for me to find a fight in boxing, professional boxing, being that I'm 9-0, I'm 30 years old, so the up-and-coming prospects, it's not a good business move for them to fight me because I'm like a high risk but a low reward, I don't have a lot of exposure. And then when they want to bring somebody in to fight me, those fighters want a certain amount, and the promoters aren't able to pay them that, so I'm just stuck in the middle. I've been put on the shelf for a while, and then what brought me into dirty boxing was seeing the competition. I've always had the upper hand in sparring with MMA fighters when I go to MMA gyms, and so I felt this would be no different.
Awesome. Jordan Cranio, obviously a dangerous guy, credentialed kickboxer.
Mm-hmm.
Is your game plan to fight at range, or do you kind of see, wanting to get in close to fight Jordan?
I know he's gonna, try to get in close. I don't want to fight at far range or too close. I just want to be at my range.
Awesome.
Fight my fight,
Absolutely. In your opinion, what's the best base for dirty boxing?
Boxing.
Straight boxing?
Yeah, I think so because maybe Muay Thai as well. Those guys are killers with the elbows and they know the right techniques and stuff. But I believe boxing will get the job done.
Awesome, man. Was a short notice the reason for the catch weight of 150?
Was it short notice the reason for the catch weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I fight at 147.
Okay, awesome. And you're on weight. Everything feel good?
Yeah, everything's feeling great.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And what kind of style do you have? Like, are you like a counter puncher, or
I'm,
you like to, maybe like an aggressor or stuff?
Yeah, both. A mixture of both. I'm good at countering. I like to set the tone for the fight. You know, I want to set the pace at the pace that I want to fight at. So if it's time to pick it up, I'll pick it up. If I want to slow the pace down, I'm sure I'll be able to, slow the pace down. But I am accurate with my punches, and I do look to end the fight, with what I land. I like to make my shots count. I don't just like to just throw for no reason.
Yeah, and so when you've been doing sparring, obviously with boxing you use, 16 ounces bar, maybe 18.
Yeah.
Now you're going to like a smaller glove.
Right.
How do you plan like with your defense? With Floyd, he can do the defense shell. With these smaller gloves, those punches might land. What do you plan to do?
They get in there. Well, put my hands up.
Put your hands up, right?
Keep my hands up. Keep my hands up. Keep my head moving. Use my feet, and just go in there and have fun. Be myself, man. This is what I like to do.